this video, I'm going to go over room availability setup. Room availability setup for this property here. Let's go over this. So our property is CEN004. Internal property ID is number 5, as we have multiple properties set up in this database. This is just the identifier for this property. The description of this property we've set to Mountain Resort. Total extra beds. This is rollaway beds. So how many rollaway beds will you have available at your property? This property we have 10, and total cribs. We have 6 total cribs at this property. Availability. So this availability start date. This is when our availability was generated for this specific property. So 10/12/2016. As you can see, this availability generated is grayed out, meaning the availability was already generated for this specific property on this date, and the availability period length. So you can set this to these parameters here. However, I urge you to look at your channel that you have connected, if you have a channel connected, and see the limitation for your channel before setting your availability period length. For example, if you're using Synexus, Synexus may have a limitation of 1 year out, so you don't want to set 2 years. You would want to replicate it similar to what your channel is capable of accepting. Housekeeping service. What this basically does is once you put a room out of service, it can default to any of these housekeeping services here. So maybe you would like to default it to no service and a housekeeping status. So once the room is put out of service, you can set it to either clean or dirty as a default. So now with these settings here, once the room is out of service, the default housekeeping service is no service and the housekeeping status shows as dirty. Once you set up your room availability setup, you always want to remember to save. Once you save, you click Generate Availability. And what this will do is this will tell you availability has been generated. Great. Now let's check the status of the availability. What this will do is this will tell you all the standard, deluxe, superior, and the suites. The availability has been generated from 2016 to 2020. And the reason that happened was because once availability period length has expired, it automatically extends it for another 2 years.